say, look at Rosie, honey. She's out here doing that. You all, I hope you've been having a nice 4th of July. We have here. And yeah, look at the sky, you all. We can look at this. I was sitting there thinking today was supposed to be when I think somebody said there was like a UFOs or something's going to happen today. The Independent Day UFOs were going to come. Well, I haven't seen it yet. Unless those UFOs come at nighttime. Unless they come at nighttime, you all. But really, in the big scope of our life, hello, Apple Brooks, honey. In the big scope of our lives, you all, we're going to have things happening in our lives. And, well, we're going to have no control over them whatsoever. We're going to wish and wish and wish that those aliens would come, those UFOs would come and just liberate the whole entire earth. We just can't wait. But what happens when that day comes and it just passes and nothing happens? Nothing. Nothing, you all. And then boom. Then what are you going to do? Then what are you going to do? You all got something to say. Hello, Mickey. You're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Hello. So I tell you what. Have you had roller coaster day today? Have you? Oh, well, thank you. Somewhere in time. Yeah. Yes, you are. Did you ride that roller coaster today? The roller coaster of life. You may feel like you was on a roller coaster if you went to all of your little outings and stuff and you met people and you're thinking, oh, wow, this was wild. Because it may not have been the same that it was the years before, really, with people changing and stuff, because people have changed. And I'm sure when you get together and you do your gatherings and stuff, it's not the same as it used to be. Oh, yeah, JJ, LJ, USA, did you have some roller coaster events happening? You all, this is, it's real. The battle is real. It is in this world, and it's so hard to maintain some type of normalcy in our lives. It really is, with everything that's going on, and it really does make celebrating the holidays. Life is an enormous highway with lots of curves, lots of potholes, lots of obstacles, lots of everything. Lots of everything. It is. Yeah, hello. If you get one day off a year and you drink a beer and celebrate freedom, so you might not be free. That's exactly right, Susan Donahue. Oh, lots of love to you all too. That's right. I really do hope you all had a good day. And it's not time for the fireworks yet, you all. Not yet. And you may be thinking, well, I'm not going to light no fireworks because the fireworks are going to be way, way too expensive. And I don't know what they are because we don't really light fireworks anymore. We don't. But we used to. You turned on the YouTube and you are there, Dirk Zink. That's perfect. Hello there, Blackjack Gator. Yeah, we got it. We've got it, you all. So I've got something to say now that you have the 4th of July, and the 4th of July is going to come and it's going to go. And then tomorrow's going to be another day. It's going to be another day, you all. Another day. What will you do? What will you do, you all? It's like you have to make it through each and every day of your life. You do. You haven't had a booze for over 6 years. Hello there, D'Ambra, honey. Hello. So life, let's think about life, you all. Gina, no, we want to talk about fireworks. Well, life is full of fireworks. It really is. There's fireworks everywhere. If you look around, you see it at the grocery stores. You see it on the TV. Oh, I just remembered I had Rosie out here. I don't think she's going to go too far. I really don't. She's probably under the bush or something. She's not going to go on the road, you all. Ah, you're so welcome, D'Ambra, honey. Yeah, you really are. What I think is probably after all this excitement to the 4th of July goes, we're liable to see some other things start taking place in the world. We really are liable to see it. And it may not be what we think, really, because, you know, they want to celebrate the 4th of July. But what if this is the last 4th of July you get to celebrate, you all, really, in the capacity that you do? Well, Gina, what if? What if? It's okay. Well, it's going to have to be okay. It is. That's right. What? Breezy? What do you mean it's the purge tonight? What do you mean? What is the purge? I've never heard of a purge. It's the purge tonight? No, Rosie. Oh, I don't know. Rosie's never been here for fireworks. Rosie's just a year old. T Honey, back in 60 seconds. Okay, you go on, T Honey. You go back. You come back here after you go to the bathroom. You come back on here, T Honey. That's right. I don't know what the purge is. Happy 4th of July, you all. The purge means getting something out of you. It brings everything. There is something that happens that it brings all of this stuff that's on the inside of you, pops it out into the surface is what it does. Pops it right out. All those things that are deep within you, just boom. It's oh wow. Yeah, with all the energy out there, the sun's energy, the moon, everything compounded. 4th of July. Yeah. It's a lot of things going on. It mess with people. It will. Nobody nobody told me what the purge was. Because I don't know what the purge is. I've heard of it. Do you know why my cat is acting so strange? It's probably why some other people's cats are acting strange. They don't want to eat. They may lay around and they may be a little bit more rambunctious than normal. They really may. I'm looking for this comment section. You was worried about the huge psyops. Oh, is there supposed to? See, that's what I was talking about, but I didn't know what it was. What was the psyop supposed to be, you all? And who started these rumors? Who started the rumors of stuff like that? We're purging our house of carpet. Oh, of hardwood floors. Wow. Oh, purging. You have hardwood underneath it. That's good. Yeah. Oh, it's a movie. It's a movie. Does that mean people's in it? The purging of people, getting rid of people, or bringing stuff out of people? Y'all, I need to see where Rosie Honey's at. Because she's out here somewhere enjoying her time somewhere. Rosie Honey, where are you at? Let's see if we can find Rosie. You're going to be moving to Florida from Arkansas. Well, Richard, honey, I hope you have a good move. Hope you got a place lined up and stuff like that that you can go to. Oh, there's Rosie. See, she's a good little girl. Rosie, honey, you're a little baby. You're doing really good. You can stay right there because you're being good. You're being a good girl, and you didn't need that leash. You also got something to say. It's the 4th of July, and nothing momentous has happened. It hasn't. Nothing of a massive scale has happened yet. Fires? Is there going to be fire for crime? They're getting rid of a lot of people? Well, how are they going to get rid of? How are they going to get rid of the people, you all? They're going to take them out? I don't want to be one of the people they get rid of. I don't. If they're thinking about it, I'm going to walk around my property again and anoint all my property again. I will. I'll beef up the I'll beef up the guard. I will. Wow, look at this up here. It looks kind of wild looking. Yeah. We'll beef up the security. Oh my goodness, you all. That's all right. I got cameras everywhere anyhow. I got a big infrared camera that zooms straight up, night vision, straight up. Anybody comes into the driveway, it's like, just like that, 4K. Oh, sick movies. No, don't watch no sick movies, you all. We don't need to see nothing like that, you all. We got something to say. It's hard surviving in a world that's been turned upside down, and it does mess with people. It makes people confused at times. It does, and it's a lot of curves and things like that down life's road. It is lots of curves, hills, like a roller coaster of a ride. You can wiggle your body like that. Yeah. Hello there, Connie, honey. Oh, I'm most definitely safe. I'm most definitely safe. I got 24 4-hour recordings of that camera, just like continually, continually, continually. Yeah. You still smelling the burning plastic? I don't smell none of that here, you all, but I sure see a lot of beautiful greenery that's out there, a ton of it, which is really nice. Wow. You know, I would be kind of leery lighting fireworks where I'm at with all the greenery and stuff, because you never know. Something could catch on fire, and there is no fire. Well, I live out in the country. There's no fire hydrant near me. The nearest fire hydrant, I think, is way down 3 miles down the road and stuff. They'd have to try to pump the water out of the pond to do something. Aw, thank you, Embeddle. The buck moon, you all. Let's talk about this buck moon, because I feel like I've been kicked by a buck. That's right. The buck moon will occur on July the 3rd. So it's already happened, Eastern time, and will be visible for 3 days, and it will be the super moon, larger and more vibrant due to its close proximity to Earth during the perigee. Is it perigee? Yeah. Every day, evil is purged and bad things happen. And pretending it's just some bad movie, don't watch it. And it's just like the news. What's the difference? Really, seriously, what is the difference of the bad things happening in the world? There's a lot of bad things happening in the world, you all. A lot. And it's unnecessary. It is. Very, very, very unnecessary. Didn't really get dark until 1:30 at night, you all. This is kind of strange. You know, I feel like I got me a suntan. Do I look like I got a suntan? And I haven't been out in the sun, but I feel like my body's got a suntan somehow. Maybe it did it like supernaturally. It could have. Yeah. You also, we got something to say. It's hard to survive in a world that's been turned upside down, and life is not so easy to predict. You may have your own ideas of what you want to do going forward, but then boom, it don't happen. It don't happen that way, and then you got to navigate these big stormy seas of life like that. Boom. I really do. It's really strange, because I didn't think I was that tan, because I haven't been out there. I've got all kinds of work to do in the garden. I got to tie up all those tomato plants that are hanging over. Yeah. It's dark at 9. They're trying to block out the sun by the fires. Oh. Well, if I'm going to glow, it's from the light within me, emanating on the outside. That's what it is. Making my skin look like that, just like that. A new breed of insects. Fireworks your foot. Absolutely, you all. You've got it going on, you all. Please prepare yourself spiritually for the road ahead. Spiritually, and you've got to be grounded in love. There is no other way around it to survive what's here. It's already here in the spiritual realm. I heard one person describe it as, this is true, they can sense a very dark entity flying around in the sky. They can feel it all up there in the sky, making its round. A dark, dark entity, like a dark spirit. They can sense it in the spiritual realm. It's literally massive, and it's making its rounds, going around and around, and it's going. It is going. It's like those tormentors. Remember on the Harry Potter and the tormentors? That's right. Excuse me. The tormentors there. Those things are real. Just imagine a great big gigantic one, or lots of them right there. There's one thing I do want to say, it just now popped into my mind. The river Euphrates. I was told the river Euphrates, it's practically dried completely up. And the 4 angels that were bound at the river Euphrates are going to be released. And when they're released, as predicted, you know what they do. Boom. And the river is dried up. I think it's dried up now. The 4 angels, yes. Bound. We say bound, it means you're bound there. Bound at the great River Euphrates. If you're bound, you're literally stuck there. And then they're told to release. They're told to release you all. Let me find the exact, I heard that today about the Euphrates, the four angels that are bound at the great river Euphrates. I remember hearing it every time I'd listen to the CD on Revelation, because I would listen to it over and over and over and over and over. The four angels, I want to know exactly what it said, bound at the great river. Okay, let's see if it'll pull it up, y'all, because I want to see it. It's the sixth trumpet. It's the Revelation. Yeah, I do got something to say. I really do. And I want to do Bible Hub. I don't like the other ones. I want to do the Bible Hub. Y'all keep watching me. We're gonna get it. We got it. Okay, let me see it. Let's go to the very chapter. It's chapter 9. We'll do the fifth trumpet. First the fifth trumpet. Then the fifth angel sounded his trumpet, and I saw a star that had fallen from heaven to earth. So we can talk about the star that had fallen from heaven to earth. We got the fireworks going on tonight, you all. It's the 4th of July, so we can talk about stars falling from the heaven to the earth. And it was given the key to the pit of the abyss. The star opened up the pit of the abyss, and smoke rose out of it like smoke of a giant furnace. And the sun and the air were darkened by the smoke from the pit. Well, it's not darkened. Out of the smoke came locusts. We don't got the locusts descending on the earth. They were given power like that of the scorpions of the earth. They were told not to harm the grass or the earth, any plant or tree, but only those who did not have the seal of God on your forehead. Gina, honey, how am I going to get the seal of God on my forehead? Right there, Love. And it better be the purest love possible. No imitation's going to get you there, and God is love. And you know what the fruit of the Spirit is? It's love. It's all that is good. It ain't nothing that's bad. You can't be having bad stuff coming out of you saying, I got the fruit of the Spirit. I got the love on the inside. I'm sorry, you don't got it. Let's flip it around. The people who have the seal of God on their foreheads. The locusts were not given power to kill them, but to only torment them for 5 months. And their torment was like the stinging of a scorpion. I'm a scorpion. Are you all a scorpion? Boo! No, I'm not going to be stinging people. But yeah, like the sting of a scorpion. I actually saw one in the desert at St. Thomas Cove when we were in Nevada camping out. It was really neat because it glowed in the dark. It's about that big. I thought, I do not even want to go outside. I don't. Oh, my goodness. In those days, men will seek death and they will not find it. They will long to die, but death will elude them. That's what they'll do. Long to die, and death will elude them. Let me get the rest of it. And the locusts look like this. They look like horses prepared for battle, with something like crowns of gold on their heads. And the faces were like the faces of men. Okay, you all listen to this. Remember some of those things in the Lord of the Rings, some of those, whoever they were, the kings, like the One Ring, and they had their crowns on their head and stuff like that? Look, so they had hair like that of women, teeth like that of lions. They also had throats and like breastplates of iron. The sound of their wings were like the roar of many horses and chariots rushing into battle. They had tails with stingers like scorpions, which had the power to injure people for 5 months. They were ruled by a king, and it was the angel of the abyss. His name in Hebrew is Abaddon. In Greek, it is Apollon. Now, didn't someone say they saw a statue of Apollon or something? Something with CERN and Apollon and something like that, you all? Something like that? The stars, the wormwood. Yeah. Now, this is the sixth trumpet. We're talking about the great river Euphrates. Okay, we're going to look at the great river Euphrates. Let me commit this out here. I'm gonna take my little laptop thing out because I got a little bitty case like that. Take it out here. Yeah, that's what I was supposed to be talking about, and I got off on the fifth angel. But the great river Euphrates is what it was. Gina, got to put this up somewhere. I got to find a place to put this. I just let Rosie stay out there, you all. I really will. I want to see the great river Euphrates because it's dried up. Have you looked at it being dried up? I mean, it's dried up before, but I thought they tried to choke off the water to the great river Euphrates. A bad thing, you all. Oh, Rosie's fine. She's a little baby. She's, I don't think she'd be brave enough to go out into the road. There's nothing up there for her. All right, this is the river Euphrates. Then the sixth angel sounded his trumpet, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar before God, saying to the sixth angel with the trumpet, release the four angels who are bound at the great river Euphrates. Release the four angels who are bound at the great river Euphrates. So the four angels who had been prepared for this hour and day and month and year. Oh, this is a specific time, you all. A specific hour, a specific day, a specific month, a specific year were released to kill a third of mankind. And the number of the mounted troops was 200 million. I heard their number. Now the horses and their riders in the vision look like this. So we're talking about a vision. The riders had breastplates with the color of fire, sapphire and sulfur, and their heads of the horses were like the heads of lions. And out of their mouth proceeded fire, smoke, and sulfur. That's kind of wild. A third of mankind was killed by the three plagues of fire, of smoke, and sulfur that proceeded out of their mouths. What could that be, you all? What could that be that has the fire, the smoke, and the sulfur? It's not fireworks coming out of their mouth, even though this is the 4th of July, a third of mankind. And the power of the horses were in their mouth and in their tails. Indeed, their tails were like snakes, having heads with which to inflict harm. What does that sound like? Volcanoes. Now the rest of mankind who were not killed by the plagues, but still did not repent of the works of their hands, and they did not stop worshiping the demons, idols, gold, silver, stone, wood, who could not see or walk. Furthermore, they didn't repent of their murder, sorcery, sexual immorality. You all, there's a lot of sexual immorality taking place, and theft, you all. Come on now. Sex is being pushed all over the place. It really is. Sexual immorality, get you some of it. That's what they say. It's okay. Indulge yourself in it, you all. That's exactly right. You know, it's going to be hard for you to keep that love on the inside of you when you got it replaced with lust in that area. Really, it is. No, y'all, you gotta keep the love on the inside of here. But there was something said. There's some kind of, I don't know what it was. Somebody is talking about the four angels at the great river Euphrates. And then if it's dried up and they're releasing it, boom, things are going to start heating up. There's no doubt about it. And you just got to be ready. You got to be ready. You get you something tonight. Oh my gosh, you all, this is kind of wild. It is really, really wild. So I got something to say. It's the 4th of July, and I don't see them aliens. I do see some strange-looking clouds with wisps on them. And, you know, there could be something in here. There could be. And if the ships come down tonight, and truly, if I'm outside and I see some ships or I see some glowing round orbs, massive orbs in the sky, and they're going to come outside where I'm at, or something, if I'm given the opportunity, I'm going to film them. But if they're evil, I don't think I want to. It'll just have to be how I feel, you all. It would be. I'd like to see some beings come down in a ship without being terrified of them. That'd be great to get all documented, you all. It would. Yeah. They couldn't imagine the technology today. That's right, William. They could not imagine it. Oh, sorry, Sharon, honey. That's right. Yeah, put your palm over your heart now. Clear your mind. It's hard. It's so hard. Clear your mind. Go like that and just try to clear it, you all. clear it. You don't want the energy to settle in you because there's a massive, massive entity circling in the sky. This is dark, 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 maybe more than one. And it's powerful. It's seeking, it's seeking vessels that it can get to. And it does got vessels. You know what? If you're vibrating on a low frequency, you all let me talk about. Can somebody tell me what do you think? What type of feelings and emotions would you have in you that would cause your frequency to go low? What would it be? It's like you're on a thermometer, like it gets hot. Thermometer, the heat rises. But if you are low frequency, just think of that gauge going down, 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 down. You don't want the gauge to go down, 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 down. The further you go down, the less you're going to be able to come. It's going to take harder for it to go back up, you all. Fear, fear. Yep, Galatians 5:19. Yah, Mike, Yamika, Israel. Fear. Is that the only thing? Is that the only thing, you all? You got to stay high. Can you have some malice in you? Can you have some malice and anger in you and keep that vibration up high? It's going to be kind of hard. Yeah, that's right, you all. No, you gotta have some good things in. You got to dwell on anything that is good and positive. You want to keep your spirits lifted. Focus on the good in the world. Focus on it, you all. Please don't allow yourself to go spinning down like a whirlpool, like you're going down in a sinkhole. You ever step in a sinkhole in a lake? And you literally do. It just sucks you in there like that, like a vortex. You know, you don't want to be sucked down into the vortex. Keep that love in you. It's right here. Yeah, just like you say, I got the love on the inside of here. That's right. If you have to, just write the word love on your chest, right there. Love. And you'll be reminded of it. Love. I did read a comment where people wrote love on a bottle of water, and then people wrote hate on a bottle of water. And I think somebody wrote a comment, the people who drank the bottle of hate, it wasn't really good, but the people who drank the bottle that had love, it did them better. It really did. There's power in words. Your words are so powerful. They have the power of life and death. With them, what's it say about the tongue? Let's talk about the tongue. We're going to talk about your tongue and your mouth. Gina, honey, what do you mean? I got something to say. I'm going to talk about the tongue. It has the power of life and death. It steers the whole course of your life. It's like a big rudder on a boat. Your tongue is. That's right. It will literally steer you in a right direction, or it will steer you in a wrong direction. It will. It'll set your life on fire. That's right. You got it? The Creator will pull you out. I can't even get my laptop started. It's a little mini Surface laptop. But I get the power of the tongue, the power of life and death. It really is. Tongue. Power of life and death. Let's hear it. Yeah, we want to hear it. You want to hear about the tongue? That tongue? Right there. The tongue. The tongue has the power of life and death. And those who love it will eat its fruit. And it doesn't matter what type of fruit comes out of your mouth. If it's bad fruit from your tongue, you're going to eat the badness that comes from that bad words. If it's good, you're going to eat the good that comes from those good words you are. It can bring life to those. Oh, you are. It's a revelation. I want to read that. The power of life and death, you are. With it's in your tongue, it steers your whole whatever. From the fruit of a man's mouth or a woman's mouth, now listen to this. From the fruit of a mouth, a person's belly is filled. With the harvest from his lips, he is satisfied. Life and death are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. There you go. It can bring death, it can bring life to those who love it. Who love to talk will reap the consequences. You're going to get yourself in trouble with your words, or you can set yourself free with your words too. You really can. An evil man is trapped. Let's read about the tongue. For by your words you will be acquitted. And by your words you will be condemned. When words are many, sin is unavoidable, but he who restrains his lips is wise. Does people got a trouble restraining their lips? An evil man is trapped by his rebellious speech, but a righteous man escapes from trouble. From the fruit of their lips man enjoys good things, but the desire of faithless is violence. He who guards his mouth, you all guard your mouth, you will protect your life. But the one who opens his lips invites his own ruin. You all watch your mouth. Watch what you say. Watch what you say, you all. Are you going to invite some ruin into your life? You really are, and you know it. You ever run into people who they open up their mouth and it ain't nothing good, and then something happens and the bad comes at them. Things start happening because of the energy that comes out of their mouth. That's right, you all. Loose lips will sink ships. Think of your words as darts. Every time you say something bad out of your mouth at somebody, just imagine like darts flying right out of your mouth and just getting people right here, or even in their back with your words. Your words are like throwing darts and just daggers with your words. And the more you say it, the more daggers you throw. And before you know it, that person is full of daggers, and it's your own doing. Your own doing. That's right. So watch what you say, you all. Because wounds are left, just like on the cross, the wounds were left. Just like in the side, wounds were left. Scars from the words of your mouth. Don't do it. Now, on the other hand, if you got the love on the inside of you, you can just throw out those words of love, kindness, and compassion. You can watch your tongue. You can watch your mouth. You can keep a tight rein on your tongue. You can tell your tongue, I know. I'm not doing that. No, because that's hurtful. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to watch what I got to say. See, you can do that. That's right. Use your words to build people up, not tear them down, you all. You don't want to do it. Do not become an enemy when you should remain a friend. You ever hear that? That's right. Why would you want to turn into an enemy of somebody that was your friend? You wouldn't want to do that. That's right. The fruits of the Holy Spirit. Y'all, honey, let's read the fruits of the Holy Spirit because I like it. I like Galatians. Isn't that what Paul in the book of Galatians? Galatians is a really good book. It is. It's got a lot of good things on it. We can read Galatians. While we're at it, you all, we're going to have some fireworks coming out of our mouth, and they're going to be good, and they're going to make your life a lot brighter. Colorful words coming out. So we got to get to the Galatians. If I can turn this on, we can do it. That's right, you all, we got me back. I want to do Galatians 5:20. Thank you, y'all. Mika Israel. Galatians. G-A-L. Galatians. We can get it. 5:20. Jenna, can you do it? I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to pull it up. Boom, we're going to get it. We got it. All right. Oh, I love it. That's perfect. Let's look at this, you all. Let's go to the whole entire chapter. So we want to hear about Galatians 5. Now, we want to hear about it. You were running so well, he says. Who has obstructed you from obeying the truth? For in Christ Jesus, neither circumcision nor uncircumcision has any value. All that matters is faith expressed through L-O-V-E. Faith expressed through love. Right there, love. Gina, you making some loud noises when you do that. Stop it. Okay. Now, brothers and sisters. If I am still preaching circumcision and I'm still being persecuted, in that case, the offense of the cross has been abolished. As for those who are agitating you, I wish they would proceed and emasculate themselves, you all. You are called to freedom. Okay, this is it. Anybody love freedom? We all love freedom. We were called to freedom. We want to be free. You were called to freedom. But do not use your freedom as an opportunity for the flesh. Rather, serve one another in love. You want to use your freedom to as an opportunity for your flesh to do what your flesh wants it to do? And you don't want to serve one another in love? Is that what you want to do, you all? The entire law is fulfilled in one single decree. I've already lost people because I started doing, love your neighbor as yourself. That's right. But if you keep on biting, for those who like to bite their neighbor, who speak of love, love your neighbor as yourself. But if you keep on biting and devouring one another, watch out, or you will be consumed by one another. You know anybody like that in y'all's life, you all? You know, we see it in the news. We see it everywhere. You may see it in places. The biting and the devouring, boom, 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 back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Yes, that's right. Love is absolutely everything, but some people may not think it's everything. Some people may have a different definition of L-O-V-E, but one thing's for certain, if they claim they got the L-O-V-E in their being, and if those fruits of that love is not coming out of them, they must got something else in the inside, in the place. Y'all look at this. Okay, we're going to get it. Walk by the Spirit. You all, if you got love, you got the Spirit of God, and you got the Spirit in you. Walk by the Spirit so you will not gratify, Gina, honey, so you won't gratify the desires of the flesh, you all. We're going to see it. The flesh, this human body right here, craves what is the total opposite of the spirit of love. Totally opposite. You know what love is out for the good of everybody. But when you get in your flesh, when you get in your human body, you want to do the exact opposite of what the spirit of love wants. It's easy to spot. It's easy to spot. Examine your own self. Examine your own words. Examine your own behavior. Is your body, is your flesh, this human reptilian inside of you, doing what's opposite of the spirit of love? Is it? Is it acting all loving and kind? Let's see it. And the spirit, what is contrary to the flesh. Oh yeah, love is not going to, the spirit of love, let's say spirit of love, spirit of God, the Holy Spirit, it is not going to act just like your body will, your spirit, your human nature. Oh no, it's not. It's going to be totally opposite. And they're going to get in a battle with one another, because what does Paul say? When I want to do good, I cannot do it. The good that I want to do, the bad that I don't want to do, I keep on doing it. He finds two laws at work. The law at work in his body, waging war against the law of his mind. He wants to be good, but there's another law that's waging war against the law of your mind. Right there. It's starting right there. Your mind is getting waged war against it. Yeah, let's get it. Gina, just read it. Okay. They are opposed to one another, you are. The flesh and the spirit. Your human nature is opposed to the spirit of love. They are opposed to each other, so that you do not do what you want. But if you are led by the spirit of love, you are not under the law. The acts of the flesh are obvious. Now we're getting to it. We're getting to it. Israel, I forget, Erica, honey, we're getting to it. What's the opposite of it? Here's the fruit of the Spirit. Now you examine yourself. I'll examine myself, and we'll see if we got the fruit of the Spirit, which is really love. Yeah. The fruit of the Spirit is love. Do you got the love in you? Joy. Do you got the joy in you? The peace, the patience, the kindness, the goodness, the faithfulness, the gentleness, self-control, which, as you know, against such things there is no law. You can have all the love and joy and patience and kindness and peace and faithfulness and gentleness and self-control overflowing, and there's no law against it. You will not find a law on the face of this earth or in any other room that is against it. None. None. Nobody's going to complain. They're being too nice to me. They're being too, oh, you're being too nice. You're doing so too loving. You're too kind. You're so faithful. I don't like you being that faithful. I don't like you being that gentle. Why not? Why not? Y'all hear the opposite right here. This is the acts of the flesh, your human nature. It's obvious. It's sexual immorality. It's impurity. It is debauchery. I think that's drinking, getting so drunk you can't even walk. It's idolatry. It's sorcery. It's hatred. You got some hatred in you? Do you got some discord? You like to argue? You got some jealousy? You got some fits of rage? Do you got some rivalries? Do you got some divisions among you? Do you got some factions? And envy and drunkenness, orgies. Don't be going out doing that, you all. That's really nasty. And like I warned you, as I did before, those who practice such things will not inherit the kingdom of God. For all those people out there thinking, you know, I can do all that kind of stuff, I'm going to go to heaven because I just am. I got the love in me. Well, how could you have the love in you? How could you be living by the love if you're doing all those things, you all? How can you do it? How can you say God is love and I got God living on the inside of me when you got the hatred, the jealousy, the fits of rage, the discord, you're fighting, you're doing all of that kind of stuff? How can you say you got it? Your pure love on the inside. You got fresh water and salt water running from the same stream. You better turn one of the faucets off and leave the other one on. You better make up your mind whether you're hot or whether you're cold. You can't be all of it, you all. You can't do it. Those who belong to Christ have crucified their flesh with its passions and desire. Look, we don't want to become conceited, and we don't want to provoke and envy each other. Y'all, you don't want to do it, you all. Gina, honey, what are you talking about? What am I talking about? Did you all know that I am a minister? I am. I have my license. I mentioned it a long, long, long time ago, but I am, which is great. I got it a long time ago when I was working with the homeless people. That way I could, go in there and I could visit them and I could go into hospitals and visit people. I even went to these things. Yeah, it's really nice to have. If y'all want to get one, you better get you one. You get yourself one. That's right. So you all, we got it. We got it. We got the love inside of us. We got it. It's all about love. And I wouldn't encourage you to have anything else. I'm not going to encourage anybody to go around and be hateful to someone. I'm not. I'm going to encourage you to be nice. I'm going to encourage you to be kind. I would encourage you to build somebody up with your mouth instead of tearing them down. I would encourage you to enjoy your life to the fullest. I really would. And I do. Enjoy your life to the fullest. Don't be getting foolish. Rosie, honey, you ready to come in, little girl? Her's a little baby. Come on. You can do it, Rosie. You want to come in the house? Let's go. Time to get in the house, Rosie. You got to go in the house. Go on. Get up those stairs. Get in that house. Get in the house. Right here, Rosie. Right here. Come on. You can do it. Go on. You're a little girl. There you go. She babe. I didn't even have to watch her. Oh, you're so very welcome, y'all. No, I do. I want to encourage you to live a wholesome life, a really good life, a life that you can enjoy. I'm not going to tell you to go get angry, get mad, and do bad things to people and say bad things. No, it doesn't make you feel good on the inside. And can you imagine the other person on the other end, how that makes them feel to be like that? Oh, it don't feel good at all. It doesn't. Yes. Oh, sinner man, run to the river, run to the sea. It must be a boom. Yeah. Danny, love it, honey. Thank you. You all, there's too much going on. This is a spiritual battle. It's literally spiritual. And it's against your body's at war. Your flesh, your body right here is at war with the spirit on the inside of you. It is. If you let this sinful nature, this nature within your being, have its way, oh, it's going to literally kill your spirit on the inside. It will eat you out. It will get there and it will permeate the inside of you. You'll rot. You will rot before it's all said and done. If you let this human nature get inside of you, you're going to be ate. There ain't going to be nothing left of you. Your spirit, you're going to kill. It's going to gobble it all up. It's going to gobble it like a Pac-Man. Then you're going to look around and say, I don't know what happened. I can tell you what happened. You didn't listen to the love. You didn't listen to the right spirit. You listened to a deceiving spirit, you all. There's a lot of deceiving spirits out there. There is. Oh, that's right, you all. We got to keep going, you all. It's all about love. Don't you dare let your guard down. And you see in the book of Revelation, those who did not have the seal of God on their forehead. You know what the seal is. It's love. God is love. And the spiritual realm knows whether or not you got that love on the inside of you, that you truly are that type of a being, because you ain't going to desire to want to do all the other stuff. No, you're not. You're going to desire to do good is what you're going to want to do. Look at her. Rosie, get your foot in there. I've seen you sticking your foot out. I see her foot sticking out, you all. She's getting pretty bold. She's bold as a lion, but she's a little kitten. Right. Hello, you all. So I got something to say. I got something to say. If you ground yourself in love, right here, you all. Gina, you sure do that a lot because I'm trying to make a point. It starts on the inside of here. Someone once said, get the inside right. Right there. Get it right. And the outside is it's fine. You don't have to worry about it. Boom. Get it right. Hey, Rosie, honey. You looking at me like that? Well, you already came out. You already been out. You want to come out again? Come on, Rosie. You can do it. Okay, come on down. You coming in or you going out? What you going to do? Okay, you made yourself free. She got free, you all. She did. So stay on your toes, you all. Be on the outlook. Be on the lookout for those battles because they're going to pop up all over the place, especially with something circling above. Oh, it's circling. Tormentor. Tormentors torment people. Is that what the tormentors did in the Harry Potter? Tormented people? Well, Gina, honey, I didn't watch it. It's of the devil. It was evil. Well, I watched them. I thought it was rather fine, but I wasn't a fan of rewatching them. I want to see what it's about. There's a lot of symbolism in it. Tormentors. Damnus. The Dementorus. Was it a Dementorus? Yeah. Oh, a Dementorus, whatever. They'll haunt you. They'll haunt your mind. It's battlefield of the mind. So, look. So it's the sinful nature is hostile toward God. It does not submit to God's law, nor can it do so. What is God's law? Is his law to love one another? Is love the fulfillment of the law? And if the sinful nature, that being on the inside of you, your human nature, if it's hostile towards the law of love, well, then it's not going to submit to the law of love. No matter how hard it tries, it won't. It will rebel and rebel and rebel, and it will send you to your destruction, is what it will do. Straight to your destruction. Okay. So the sinful nature is hostile towards God. It does not submit to God's law, nor can it do so. Those who are controlled by their sinful nature cannot please God. You can't. You can't. You can't please him because you're not living by the law of God's love. You're doing all these things. You got all these fruits of this stuff that ain't good. You're planting weeds. Weeds. You're not planting good seed. You're planting weeds. Yeah. You know what's going to happen to the weeds? They're going to grow up. And then one day, you know what's going to happen? You're going to be bundled up and you're going to be tossed away. That's right. You better get your life in order, you all. We all got to get our life in order. And it starts right here. It's love. L-O-V-E. That's spiritually speaking. It is. And it will sustain you. It will. It's hard. Some people's never been showed love. They haven't. Yeah, they haven't. That's how you think all the time. That's right, you all. You remember you saying years ago that you were going to do this for 4 years, but then what? Is not the time. The time is up for me. I did what I was supposed to do, and I'm still here. Still here. I didn't know what was happening, but I'm not focused mainly on UFOs now. I'm not at all. I'm doing the other thing. I've got to encourage. I got to encourage. Relationships are very important, and we've got to hold on, you all. We can't give up, no matter what comes our way. We cannot give up at all. We can't. There's no way around it. If you give up, then you're going to have a hard time making it. You are. You got to stay grounded, completely grounded, and you got to be around like-minded individuals who build you up and not tear you down. You've got to be around those types because it's going to be very hard to weather the storms that come your way. Very, very hard. You ain't going to have the strength to do it. Connie, honey, that's perfect. Gina, you were showing and teaching love to those that never knew love. Well, there's a lot of people who never knew love, and there are those who are afraid of love. They don't want love because it's foreign to them and they don't know how to receive it. They want to, but they just don't know how. Because they think maybe it's not real or something, it's all fake because maybe they had bad experiences in their life, you all, but you can only do what you can do. That's it. I can only say what I can say and hope that the words fall on good ground. True. I'll do my part. I really will. It's up to other people to do their part. Yeah. You can't make people be kind and loving. You cannot do it. You can encourage people, but after a while you say, forget it. You know what? You got a decision to make. You want to continue the rest of your life like this, being angry and upset and lashing out, or do you want to live a life of peace? Because I'm living a life of peace. I am. I'm living a life of peace. So is a lot of other people living a life of peace and love, even though we know the world is turned upside down. Turned upside down. But is that a reason to turn our life upside down just because the world's life is turned upside down? The world is? No. I want to enjoy my life. I do. While being aware of what's going on so I can prepare accordingly. I'm not going to go through this thing being miserable all the while. No. I'm going to make the most of it while I go through it. If he brings you to it, he'll see you through it, you all. That's how it works. Yeah. We got the peace in the Most High Christ. Only he can give the word like that's right. It's right. Thank you, Richard, honey. But you know what? If I had something like this on, and I looked all pretty on the outside, but the stuff come out of my mouth and stuff, I'd be very, very ugly. Because the beauty is found inside here. That's where the beauty is found, right here. It's a frequency that comes out of you, no matter what you look like on the outside. It's that frequency of love that makes everyone beautiful right on the inside of here. So I am going to go, you all. Yes, we had some firework preaching today. We did. And if you weren't having a good day, I hope you're having a lot better day. And I really do look like I got a suntan. I love it. So from the inside out, like that. So thank you all. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you, Applebrooks honey. If there's any other moderators on here, thank you. And thank you all for your comments. You all, don't you ever give up. And don't stoop low. Don't give up. Don't give in. You continue to walk that path of love that's right there in front of you. You be the love that somebody needs to see. You be that. You be that example. Because we lead by example. Remember that. Love you.